is that? You guys, a pendulum just fell out of that vortex up there. And it's got slight inscription on it here, yes. Oh, it's from Demi. Oh my gosh, of course. The inscription's really small, so I gotta squint. It says, "Hi Joe, I'm stuck in an alternate dimension. I will be sending case studies for you to analyze. Will explain later. Lots of love, Demi." Huh. Well, who am I to argue with Demi? First up, we'll do a case study from an alternate universe and sort of dissect what we could do to help this person. Case number 1. Emily Harper and her talking cat. Background. Emily Harper, a 32-year-old librarian with a flair for the peculiar, resides in the quaint yet unsettling town of Grimwick. Nestled between mist-covered hills and shrouded in perpetual twilight, Grimwick is known for its eccentric inhabitants and its eerie atmosphere, where whispers of otherworldly creatures and paranormal phenomena are commonplace. Emily's fascination with the mysterious and supernatural led her to seek solace in the pages of dusty tomes and ancient grimoires, finding refuge in the shadows of the library where she worked. Growing up in Grimwick, Emily had always felt like an outsider, an oddity among oddities, in a town where strangeness was celebrated and embraced. Despite her best efforts to fit in, Emily found it difficult to connect with her peers and often felt misunderstood and alone. It wasn't until she stumbled upon an abandoned alley cat with piercing green eyes and a voice like velvet that Emily's life took a turn for the extraordinary. On that stormy night, while wandering the fog-drenched streets of Grimwick, Emily stumbled upon a stray cat huddled behind an old bookstore. Emily approached cautiously, thinking she could shelter the cat, but to her astonishment, the cat spoke, its voice a melodic whisper that seemed to echo from the depths of an abyss. Introducing himself as Mr. Whiskers, the feline claimed to be from the shadow realm, a realm beyond the veil of mortal perception, where magic and mystery reign supreme. Intrigued by Mr. Whiskers' cryptic words and charm, Emily formed an unlikely bond with the strange cat, welcoming him into her home and into her heart with open arms. Presenting issues. For the past 5 years, Emily and Mr. Whiskers shared a lovely bond, their companionship marked by moments of laughter, love, and profound understanding. However, their relationship was not without its challenges. Mr. Whiskers, with his sharp wit and sharper tongue, often lashed out at Emily with cutting remarks and cruel taunts, leaving her wounded and bewildered. And despite the toxicity of their relationship, Emily found herself unable to turn away from Mr. Whiskers, drawn to his incredibly magnetic presence and the promise of companionship in a world that always felt cold and indifferent. And one day, very suddenly, Mr. Whiskers decided to walk out the door, never to return. Emily searched far and wide for her companion, but he had disappeared without a trace, leaving her in a storm of conflicting emotions, unsure of why she misses the little creature who brought her so much pain and uncertainty at times. And Emily searches for therapy, struggling to make sense of her feelings, questioning the nature of her attachment to Mr. Whiskers, and the ways in which her relationship may have shaped her sense of worth and identity. She is haunted by the memories of their time together, their moments of joy and connection, and the instances of hurt and betrayal. Desperate for answers, Emily seeks guidance and support as she embarks on a journey of self-discovery in the wake of Mr. Whiskers' departure. This is an interesting case. Given the interpersonal nature of Emily's presenting issues and the emotional complexity of that long-term relationship with Mr. Whiskers, a psychodynamic approach to therapy may be well suited to help her explore the underlying dynamics of her attachment to her cat and for the unresolved conflicts of the arguments that may be contributing to her distress. This approach can draw on elements of attachment theory, which looks at the relationship components and whether this was a healthy bond between her and the cat. And hopefully, the psychoanalysis will help Emily gain insight into her unconscious motivations and build up those feelings of love, worthiness, and self-esteem without Mr. Whiskers in her life. Emily might be encouraged to go out and try to make new connections with people with similar interests. I heard in Grimwick, Emily needs to explore her identity now that she's not in this somewhat codependent relationship with Mr. Whiskers. She can explore new hobbies. She can go out and find parts of the town she enjoys. And she can make new connections, healthier connections, when she has learned the tools to do so. She can work towards creating healthier boundaries, not between her and cats, but her and people too, asserting them in a respectful, confident manner. Emily, I hope you find that sense of inner peace and fulfillment that you seek. I myself have never run into a talking cat, only a talking dog, and that was only once.